Yo, episode 2 of Infinifactory. I'm properly thinking about this game. It's such a good puzzle game. I'm really wow, I'm gonna have a biscuit. Yeah, I'm so glad it's been free on Epic Games because it's been on my wish list for that long that I've just sort of not really thought about it, and actually it's so epic. Okay, let's go into this. Optical sensor array type 2. Oh god, that sounds complicated, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I had the test zone. Okay. Oh, miserable weather. It's funny actually, apparently the developer made something called Infiniminer, which was a huge influence on Minecraft. So when I was thinking, oh god, this is very Minecraft-esque. Minecraft's very this-esque, I suppose.
Hello. If you're listening to this message, I want to congratulate you. You made it this far, and that's really saying something. The name's Floyd. I was one of the first human abductees, so that makes me a bit of a geezer. I was picked up back in the summer of 1976 from a little town no one cares about in Illinois. I wasn't even 18 yet. Those were, interesting times. In almost 40 years, I've learned a thing or two about our gracious hosts. I kid, of course, but they're really not that bad. They're just, insensitive, you know? They think humans are useful. We're good at making stuff, and they don't want to do it themselves. Easier just to have us do it. I've picked up a bit of their language here and there. I can't exactly speak it, since our vocal cords don't really work in the same way. I've made some approximations of their language. Earth is something like garga. Yeah, it kind of sounds like you got a frog in your throat, but, you know. It's not much use, but it's given me something to do in the past couple of decades.
Right, I'm going to try and construct these, not so much like thinking about efficiency, but more thinking like foolproof or logically. It sounds a better way of going about the problems. And one of the things I'm thinking is, oh, what's this rotator block do as well? Does that push it on and then rotate it? That's unusual. Why is it not rotating it? That's the question. Do I need to add that to... Oh look, I didn't have that many slots before. Right, okay. So I've got one coming off normally, and I'm happy with that. So continue on the left. Then I need to push one off onto the right and rotate it. No, a series of rotations, isn't it? It's going to be rotated 180 degrees. But the rotator just rotates, it doesn't actually... Oh, does that cause the piston to fire? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, this is a nice little way of like sort of slowing things down in a sense. Oh, actually, whilst I'm at it, that does affect footprint, I think. Footprint is your... I read about those metrics, your horizontal sort of space, and I think you can see your footprint somehow. Footprint is P. So if I press P, okay, it's not doing much. Unless I have to... Yeah, now it's doing it. Yeah, so my footprint's not dire there. Oh, wait. That's better. Right, so it's always going to push. Right, okay, so in which case, I don't think this sensor block used to be so... What's going on here? I think the platform should always be number one. Conveyor is the next most useful item. Sensor, pusher, conduit, rotators, and then welders. Okay. Get that there. Get that there. Get that there. Nice. Right, actually then, talking about efficiency, will this work? About that. Yes, it will. what about these rotators there? I think those rotators are like, look, they're like that, aren't they? Right, which is equivalent. They're like little platforms that I don't know if they do rotate successfully or not. Then I'm going to need a welder. Wait. Where's that welder? You'll push it off there. That's going to push one that way. Oh, it won't rotate it. Okay. Because there's not enough space to rotate it. Fine. Okay. Back and front. It needs space to like actually swing round, doesn't it? So, in which case... That'll rotate it, that'll rotate it. Actually, these two welders will weld and another block will come along and push it off anyway. Let's just see if we can get away with it going all the way down there. Stamp, push, move, rotate. Oh my god. Oh wait, what's happened there? Ah, this is good. So I like the way that it forces you to replicate. So that first one that came out, that was okay. It rotated fine. Second one won't because there's not enough space. So that's alright, we just have to move that welder back there. Luckily. That's a neat solution. I think I've been thinking and dreaming about this game, you know what I mean? And I think it's paid off. It's paid off wonders. That is a neat solution. I love it. Oh, but I'm still not that efficient, you know. Like in terms of cycles, ticks to get there, it's not that efficient. Very inefficient. Block score's low though. I'm happy with that. I'm saying that's solved. I will come back to do these in terms of efficiency at a later stage. Okay, so that's now explaining the block rotator a bit late on the event. Landing alignment lights. Okay, oh my god. It's even double tap space to like activate creative mode up and down. So this is where I'm taking blocks. Oh, okay. Oh, so they're alternate, are they? Oh, is that whole thing welded together? Wow. Okay. Must be. Yeah, it's 10 blocks. What's it? Oh, that's producing. Oh, okay. That doesn't seem too bad. I mean, can that be rotated? Yeah. So we're all right. Now, one thing I read about was that pistons can actually push these sorts of blocks as long as they're not attached to something else, as long as it's not attached to the floor or anything. So what can I do to do that? I need to rotate. I need to just rotate every other one in situ, don't I? Yeah. Right, okay. So what I can do is I can have a block drop down like that. And then occasionally, when it drops down, I was going to say I could push a rotator into it. Yeah, I still can do that. I can push. I can push this rotator block into it. Oh, but what happens when it... Oh, that's more interesting. So, without any logic, can I have it so that it rotates? Can I push 2 blocks? So instead of a conveyor belt, I'm having a conveyor belt and a rotator. And a piston. And given no new blocks. Okay. Right. Oh. Wait. 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 What about that bad boy? Just found out there's a T key. Okay, sweet. So, if I now there's that sensor there. Is there another way to rotate that? No. Is it too late? Damn it. Oh, I've done it again. Oh, let's see how that gets on. A little bit of a delay there. Stops, that turns, I'll push it. It's got a much quicker path, hasn't it, to go? I think that one coming out first anyway. Yeah, I need the bottom one rotating first, so... Let's see what that does. Gives it a chance for that bottom one to go. Right, now this section here has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And am I welding just the middle? Let's assume I am. It's always going to weld two together, isn't it? And then when it gets to the end, I did this last time, the sensor here push it off. damn it. Like a fool. Oh yeah, no, that's why. I never quite know when they do a 90-degree turn. Actually, it makes sense to do it just here, doesn't it? There's those welders there. Do it on the end there. Oops. Yeah, silly. Okay, that's not quite. So it'll always push it off. Nice. So it's good that it only requires welding in the middle. So what can we just tidy it up? I think those blocks can come out. And that block there. Interesting if I can. Weld it like that. Does that count still? Yes, it does. Okay. It's a shame we can't have that fall onto that conveyor belt there. Sure, I could, basically. I could have one fall down, rotate, rotate, and they both just fall onto the same conveyor belt, but you know what? I'm happy with this. It'll do. Alright, let's see it one more time in action. So that triggers that sensor which rotates that so it falls off the track. That's just to slow that down a bit so we get this piece in front. Yeah. What I like about this is like there's no set way of solving it. So like but most puzzle games there is just one solution, whereas in this you're like inventing solutions, not discovering the solution, you're actually creating the solution, which is why it's so highly addictive, I think. To the point that last session I was 3 hours without even knowing it. Like, I mean, my ass went numb and I was like, what the hell? But actually it was because I've just been sat on my ass for 3 hours, although it is starting to go numb now. I think it's just cushioning. I need a new... Yeah. something anyway, like sat low down. Right, okay. Optical array type 4. Check this out. Check this out. What's this here?
Well, Floyd again. That's 19 bodies so far. Quite a few more than usual. The overlords must have abducted a lot of people this time around. I've seen more dead humans in the past 2 weeks than in the last 10 years. I listened to their recorders, but they didn't say much. Most died of starvation or dehydration. This one got a snag in her suit, lost her air. Bad way to go. When this all started, we were put in groups of 2 or 3. That didn't work out too well, though. There was lots of talk about revolt or escape, like we were soldiers or something. There were 2 of them, Mary and Bill, who were just so antsy. They disappeared on one job. Wonder if they're still out there somewhere. I just didn't see the point. Disobey and they just throw you into space. Whoosh! Right out of the ship. Anyway, it wasn't long till we were all separated. Never saw those rebels again, or much anyone else.
Okay, so my first port of call, this bit here is going to be easy because, well, I say it's going to be easy, but it's a nice, like, rotate it round type thing. So this will stamp either side of the 5-point star. This will rotate it. Just one quick rotation, so it will stamp both sides like that on those 2, rotate it, and then it will stamp another 2 sides. So all I've got to then do, so that's that section there, I've then got to just build the 5-point star, which shouldn't be too difficult really, because when I know that I can do something here. Why is it not? Let me. I don't want to go too crazy, but what I can do is I can feed a block of 3 there. So 1, 2, 3. I know that much. That welds and then puts a sensor on them. Okay, so let's get the welding done first of all. Oh, it's an upside down welder. Okay, so that'll weld 3 in a row. But the first 2 get welded to each other, and then blocks 2 and 3 get welded to each other. Now at that point, I want a trigger, and I want something to I want a sensor to then say, I'm going to use this T thing that I've discovered as well to stop time. Right, you see, there's a sense, there's a thing. Now I could push that block off. So let's do that. Okay, so that will push the block off. I now need conduit. Okay, let's just test. Beautiful. Ah, got an issue here now. What happens, right? So I take the timing out of it slightly, but what happens if I've got a block going into that one there, and then this going into there, conduit on there, and this needs something to be affixed to. Right, what now happens here? Nothing. What happens? This is another alternative then. And I think this is the answer. Oh, let me think. Right. I've got this block here that's a piston that's pushing. Okay. This will now push along there, so it'll fill in the gap. So let's scrap that for a second. Every block that comes down here I just built this thing down here, basically, don't I? Okay. So that's cool. Now, I need a sensor. So let's just do that. But I need a welder as well. I think what's... Okay. So let me build the welder... I don't know. Here. Okay, that'll weld. Let's just move that slightly over here. I think conduit will support that piston. I'm going to take a chance and say that will work like that. Let's have a look. Let's see that in operation. Oh, I need something to support those things, don't I? Just one of those will do. No? One of those. Okay. So it drops down. Oh. Oh, hello. Right, okay. It drops down now. I also need 2 blocks over here. Right. Oh, let me get my head around this again. 1, 2, 3. Push in. Do. I almost want that to push in. I need some sort of XOR gate, don't I? So it's either that or when that's pushed that through there, I need a piston to push this block off here. Don't I? But I haven't got much space to do that. Unless... Oh no, I can't do it with that. I need a piston to push this block or shove it along now. It's done its thing. Oh no I don't. Yes I do. No I don't. Yes I do. No I don't. Do I? Yes. No I don't. Yes I do. Let's try it like this. It's not neat, but doesn't sort of last long enough, does it? but it will last long enough. Give me when there's 2 blocks in this section here, I need this thing to retract and this to be pushed off. So how can I push that off when there's 2 blocks in that section there? Is this like not having much height room that's done me? I know what. Oh, I've got it. It's a bit crowded, but let's get rid of that. And let's put that welder there. Okay. Let's get rid of that and then just put... I think principle, I've got it. I'm just trying to squeeze it in now. That's the only difference. Now I do not want those conduits to interact, so I'm going to have to route this one down. Oh, I can push conduit though, can't I actually? So I could like sort of connect and disconnect a circuit. How would I do a knot though? If there was 2 blocks in those things, I'd need to do a knot. Doesn't matter. Okay. What's this here? Oh, okay. I can have another sensor here and 2 blocks here. Right. Welded. Oh, why did that sensor not trigger? In fact, it pushed itself off for some reason. Because that sensor is effectively providing a signal into that pusher. Damn it. So what happens if I... What happens if I put an upside down sensor here? Okay. Oh, this is messy, isn't it? Does that conduit go from one sensor to another? Yes, it does. There's the upside down sensor. Let's just get a bit of space. Right, there's the... What's that? That's the pusher. Oh, but that's always going to weld a 4th block. No, it's not. In fact, I can move that pusher further along. Yes, so let's... What's this then? That sensor... Oh, he's a pusher. Alright, let's try that. See how it goes. Didn't fire that thing off. Why not? Because it's joined to something. Okay. So, get rid of that welder. Let's put that welder there. And again, back with the old, where that sensor was. So that sensor is saying push that in there. Okay, so we can get rid of that sensor now. Okay. No, I can't see it. Okay. Right. Finally. No. It's not finally because And I just rotated something as well, didn't I? Okay. 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2. Oh yeah. Okay. Why is that not pushing? Oh, I haven't got a piston, that's why. I can't push without a piston. So I do need that sensor there. Oh my god. And the reason being, then I'm going to end up problems with this piston, aren't I? That... Where is that sensor going to? It's going to nothing, isn't it? However, if I've got a piston here, all it does, that sensor, is pick up that, damn it, like that. Okay, that'll push that piston off. That'll extend that piston, I should say. This one's a little bit more complicated. Don't want them connecting up, so it'd have to be like this. Because I can come back to this, I suppose. Ugh. I don't know how long these conduit networks can be. Is it signal strength of 15? Okay, alright, let's just... Oh! Okay, something needs to hold it all up. Is it going to be that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Cool. Okay. Oh, actually, what I didn't see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Right, excellent. Oh, that's still extended. Oh my god. I need the toilet. It's not number 1. So I'm gonna have to come back to this in a little while. I do apologise for sharing that information with you. So I'm gonna come back to this after I've taken a dump and get it solved. Right. I'm gonna go back to my cell. Oh, is that? Oh, all right. Okay, all right. I can't wait much longer. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Hey, look, we're all human. So, and I've made a cup of tea as well, so I'm feeling pretty pleased about that. Let's have a look at this. Now, something's going on a bit funny, but we should be all right. Not yet solved. Oh, okay, yeah, this is more complicated than I initially thought, but it was all right. What's it doing? I've got now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. When it's pushed that onto there, I just need a way of keeping this raised independently. Right. Now I'm going to need a way of pushing in a conveyor belt. I don't think I can do this. No, because that's all joined up, so it breaks the rules. The second block comes, pushes that first block over there. I think what I need to do is have a thingy to like you know what? As long as there's only one block on the sensor, we're alright, aren't we? So oh no. We can only do it when there's two blocks on. We need two blocks for one of those. Yeah, so this will then push that over there. I've got a problem with this conduit, but let's just organise conduit a bit better. A lot better. That's got to come from that sensor, hasn't it? So to come from that sensor, I'm going to have to come around here. Okay, that will feed that sensor, but what about this one here? Nope. And it also connects with that sensor as well if I'm not careful. So I'm going to have to go wide. Well, on principle, I'm only going to push one of these off. So again, let's put another sensor here. And does it? Last time I couldn't pass that signal through that block, so it won't push the bottom one off, it'll just push the top two off, won't it? Right, okay. Doesn't even do that, so okay, alright, my god. Now I need one block to go and fall down here somewhere. What happens? Where does that stay? Oh. Okay. You know, I'm sort of thinking this block here, fall down there. No, not like that. It'd have to fall down there. But it doesn't even have to do that, it just goes there. Okay. What happens here? Pushes those off. Right. So now I need welders. And those upside down type welders. Like that. Will they fall? No. Suspended by the conduit. Okay. That block gets pushed off there. Okay. That block got pushed off there. Needs to go on the other side, doesn't it? And therefore that needs to stay there. We have the welders here. Not there. There. Oh my god. Right. And then I don't see why I can't just have another welder here and another upside down welder there, and then like that. One, two. Oh, why did it go straight past that? Nice. I don't quite know. Wait, what? that's horrible. Damn it. What happened there? I sort of twizzled it round. Actually, just... How did that work? I'm so confused. Right, it got stamped. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, so it's not, I don't need that, I just need, like something like this. Right. Right, okay. Oh my god. The cycle's going to be terrible, but happy with the rest. Yeah, I'm pleased with that, actually. It's a nice little solution there. Still got a high block count, but for my first attempt on that particular level, it's not bad. So I'll take that. Puzzle small excavator. Right. So what's this then? Wait, what's this do here? I've not got any clues. Oh, that's got 1, 2, 3 shaped pieces coming out. Hey, what's down here? Oh my god.
Well, these two sure are interesting. Let's see, no suits. That's strange. Oh, I've seen this species before, a long, long time ago. Maybe 1 or 2 years after I was abducted. The overlords used them as miners before they had the machines. After that, though, one of the overlords started running them against each other in teams, and it turned into a sort of gladiatorial blood sport, mining and murder. As one of my rewards, I got to watch a match. It was a brutal sight, but I can see the appeal.
Right, that's doing exactly what I expected to do. Thing is, they must get welded. I'm just trying to compartmentalise it. I want this to output blocks of 3 rotated in alternate directions, or just output blocks of 3 is basically it. So to output blocks of 3, it's always like that, isn't it? And then there's some sort of welding process that goes on like that, and then there's always a sensor and a pusher, isn't there? So the best sort of welding process will be up here. That will always weld. Here's the sensor. And here's the pusher. Okay. So whatever comes through there will only ever be one. Oh, we've got enough time. Okay, that's spitting out blocks of 3, nicely done. Now, for every 3 that come out there, I want 4 to be diverted over here. How can I do that? Well, we've done. Let's see. So at that stage there, that I need it to block off. Right. I've got 1, 2, 3. How many in the system? Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it's like this block here needs to be now diverted, doesn't it? No, I've done it backwards. What I need is when we've filled up 4 blocks, welded together as well, I might add. I then need some diversion. And to divert requires so there'll be 1, 2, 3, and that's the 4th block. When the 4th block hits a sensor, I like it putting these sensors at the end here because it means I can push them off then quite nicely. I need to divert, yeah. That's a good diversion, isn't it? Now, this will... Oh no, the trouble is, that will always push him. What I could do with is a... I can only push that into there, I can't take it out, can I? Oh. Right. Let me think about this. I've either got a choice of doing, when I get to 6 of these sort of shaped blocks here, I then divert 4 off, or when I get to 4 of those I divert 6 off, and it seems more sense to, when I get to 4 blocks, I divert 6 off, but I'm struggling. Because the blocks are coming out too fast for me to think, yeah, they are coming out very fast, aren't they? So it's going to have to be the 4 block thing. But what I'm struggling with is because these things can't climb, maybe I'll weld blocks of 3 together. That gets them cut up, doesn't it? And just stick an extra one on. I've got some height to play with, it works out well, but I haven't, like at the moment, I've only got 1 block of height. I can't do what I did last time, which is dip down even more. Oh. Like I said, the minimum weld is 3 blocks. Okay. No, that doesn't matter. That's 1, 2 welded, 3 welded. 1, 2, 3 welded. Okay, that's quite neat. So I'm welding blocks of 3. That means now I can jump gaps. Not like that, but like that. Yeah, that's welding me 4. But if I can jump gaps, 1, 2, 3, 4. What that also means is I can put a sensor here and say push a thing here. Damn you. That'll do. Is that under that thing? Yeah. It's not going to look well. 1. So that's always spitting out 4, unfortunately. Don't know how to stop it spitting out 4. Why is it spitting out 4? Because of the gap. 1. That should now take it away. Ah. Not only should it take it away, but no. That'll do. Think like that. Okay. And then I think I need a sensor here to say sort of 2, 3, 4, push out 2, 3. Ah, yes, worked out beautifully that. Okay. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. This seems to take precedence. Let's just see if that cheeky little no, this takes precedence, but no, I don't think this is going to work either. try that. 2, 3. It was working so well. There's going to be a slight little change that I need to do. So have one more look at it. That's the problem. So how am I going to push? There is another thing that could be done. Right, instead of that could be done. Right, and when that's done, not only so we flip that over here. This would be a bit horrible, but oh, simple mistake. Doesn't like it, does it? Okay. How's that going to react? Oh my god, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know what, as well? Let's just fucking flip around. I'll flip it that way. That'll flip it back. Oh no. We've got it the right way. Okay. Let's have a look. Nice. Okay. Now, that 4 block there only wants releasing when we've got 2 3 blocks here. And also, when we've got 2 3 blocks here, we want one of them flipped around, don't we? Oh, they go underneath, don't they? So we have one of them flipped over. Yeah. One of them's facing the right direction. That bottom one there is the end one that needs flipping over. like it, does it? Why doesn't it like it, actually? Ah, because it's getting pushed. Doesn't matter. Now, the other thing is, I love this game. It's so good. The other thing is, we push that one off. When we've... Yeah, it's so good. It's crazy. Oh wait, no, I can't push that off because that'll push down there anyway. That doesn't like its thing. Alright, so let's... And that won't push off because of that sensor. That sensor's a bit shit anyway, so let's make that sensor one of these sensors up here. Right, where's that sensor going? It's going into that complex there. Yeah, so whilst we've got a block in here, divert blocks over there. Okay. I think we're done. Well, no, we're not done. So, that section's done there. Okay. What I didn't see is which way to flick that. Really doesn't like. Doesn't like flipping, does it, when it's got something next to it? I think I'm going to flip it that way. And then when that's done, I'm going to flip it again. That way. Let's have a look. I'm using a lot of these rotating blocks. Right, that'll push those three off there now. It's going to feed loads of those 3 blocks there though. Right, let's stop there. When there's a block on there, these are the opposite way around now, aren't they? How many blocks have we got in the system? Just one of those. I think... Oh, stop that here. I think get another piston over here. and that way. So we end up building the 4 block. Yep. Then we get the 3 block. Okay, alright, so we've got 2 opposite ended blocks now. Yeah. One's facing that way, one's facing that way. Okay, so they sort of need to be swapped over, but we can deal with that in a second. Now that 4 block needs to go on top of those blocks. So this block here needs to just fall. Okay. Stop. And this block that gets pushed off here needs to fall as well. Let's just take a look, see how that works out. Push him off there. Okay, cool. The only difficulty is now they need to swap over. But that also needs rotating. So instead of doing that, what I could actually do is push a rotator into that. Before. Ah, cool. Okay. Wow. Is it cool? It is cool. Fuck. Cool. The only thing is I can never remember which way around what block. Now that's not too happy with that, is it? Why is that no longer? It was rotating before, now it doesn't like it. Okay. Well, we'll do it properly then. We'll get it rotating, slip it off here, and then rotate it again. There's the 4 block. Pushed off. Rotate. Wait, that's facing the same flipping way. Okay, cool. So that now needs to be pulled out. I don't know, sort of this direction really, doesn't it? This one. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those come down there. Right, so this is the configuration we've got. So this one is needs to be on that side. We need some swap over basically, which is doable. Like that will fall down there. This one. Oh, I don't know how it's done that. Something like that. Something like that. Groovy. Okay. Get that there. That one facing that way. See what that looks like. Oh. Maybe I didn't need to move it. Okay, so what I want though is that 3 block to fall. 1, 2, 3 onto that. 2, 3 onto that. Something like that. Well, no. Okay, then I'm going to end up welding it to the top of that one, so I'm going to need those vertical welders, or those, that and that. Hey. Okay. So they will fall like that, beautifully. However, now I have an issue. Okay, I just need one of those just to move it slightly that direction, and then see how we get on with that. It really doesn't. It's a bloody pain, isn't it? It's the way it falls. So instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll move this along over here. So this needs to be moving just one, I think. By the looks of it, yeah. But how does that work? I don't even know how it works anymore. I'm so lost with it. Wait, I missed it. That flips that like that. Ah, it flips that like that. Okay, alright, well that's alright because I think as long as I create that there. Should just push it. Okay. Right. And then same again for that one. It just needs to be off to the side, doesn't it? Oh. Not sure exactly how far off to the side, but I think that's good enough. This is the bit that's like going to cause an issue because where are they falling? That's fallen bloody down there. Timing is going to be interesting, but so in principle it's working. Okay. So all I need to do now, probably, well it's not all I need to do, but the next stage is just put one of those blocks in there. Just oh, have I finished my tea? Yeah. There's not much I can give myself in terms of a reward other than a cup of tea and a bloody breath spray. But there we go, breath spray it is. I'll go make another tea in a second. That'll just wait there. Then there should be another one that pushes it along. It doesn't really get pushed, so that's alright because what we'll do is we'll build a patch, which is this, and then that, and then that. It's not much of a patch, is it? We'll build that there, and that there. So when that detects the blocks falling, it'll just push it into the welding thing. Let's just have a quick look at that, see if we can get them welded. Yeah, here's a problem. But it's not much of a problem. What the hell's going on there? Okay. If you look at the timing of things, that's the first block to arrive. Then that arrives. So when that arrives, I could do with just quickly pushing that block off, which is easily done, I think, I do believe. No? Yes? No? Yes, it will be, because what I have to do is just no. Yeah, I mean, all I'd have to do is I have to wait for that block to arrive. Those two, when they've arrived, they will be at that height. So I need that there to push that along. Let's just have a quick look at that. Does that work? Those two arrive. That one will get pushed along. Yes, it does work. Now, oh, need a wee-wee. Last time I paused. 1 second, I'm going to pause. Okay, so basically, yeah, flip that. That's fallen down there. It gets pushed along. That's absolutely fine for it to do that. But what I need then is, oh man, complicated, isn't it? Okay. I need another thing, don't I? I think. Right, yeah, let's do that then. So let's get a sensor there. Okay, when it detects that block, then I need to have this pushed into that. Okay? And therefore I need a piston to do that. Which will be here. And it's feeling really over-engineered right now, but you know what? It's going to do the trick. Massively over-engineered. And I like it. I like the practice of this sort of engineering thinking, and it definitely is engineering. Okay, so let's just try that. 1, 2, push. Nice. And then the final thing, the final stage, is to push that off once it's welded. But how do we do that? Because the only way to detect that block is, I know what, yeah, no. The only way to detect that block which will lay across here. That doesn't actually have to be down there. That could be up here. What the hell? So I could detect the presence of that block by the sensor here. And then that sensor can connect to a piston that's here. Like that. And that will push the whole thing off onto here. Now the other problem is, oh no, that's it. There's no other problem. Is that it? Are we done? I hope so. Can we? You know. I don't think I've got too much excess, but I've got some excess parts there. But I like that it's like, it doesn't rely solely on mechanical timing. It is a bit, oh, you damn thing. It would screw me at the end there, wouldn't it? Okay, let's get this started. So let's go right back to the beginning. We've got a 4 block, which once it's detected as a 4 block, it then hives off to 3 blocks, which is 5, which is even more than that. That will now produce a 4 block. It doesn't matter what goes in what order, because it will always just, or will it always produce what's needed? This is the test. But I think each stage causes a stop for every other stage, so it's only ever gonna, this machine here, because I've compartmentalised it, will only ever spit 2 of those out at once. It will only ever release it when there's 2 to be released. The cycle time is going to be horrific, but yeah. So it'll only ever spit out 2 at once, which is like, where is it? It's here. That's now where it releases 2 at that stage. So there's a block waiting there. It'll release 2. When it releases 2, that then triggers one of these to release, which in turn, when one of these releases, will say, well, feed me another one. There we go, feed me another one. I always want to keep one in stock there, if you like. And whilst I haven't got one in stock, just feed me another one. There we go, there's another one. But whilst there is one in stock, it will hive off to 2 pieces. Yeah. So that's working well. Well, I don't know if it's working well, but it's working anyway. Oh, actually, it's not horrific, is it, as a score? The cycle score is about sort of typical what people have. So there is like lots of improvements. I can half that cycle time there. The footprint's not horrific either, and the block score is decent as well. I mean, I'm average according to each of those sort of bell curves. Sort of average, really. I'll settle for average in life. Who needs greatness when you can be average? Okay, So, what the hell is this? Right, let's just run it through the thing and see what we've got here. What does that spit out? That's the question. So that spits out those sorts of concrete blocks, and that spits out garden chairs. Okay, great. Okay, garden chairs to the left, concrete blocks up there. Again, we've got this whole situation of two welding, but where do these blocks come from? Over there. Hello, what have you got to say for yourself?
I'm getting too old for this now, but I don't regret it. What was there for me in Greenville, huh? A farm, maybe. 40 years on the back of a tractor? That wasn't the kind of life I wanted anyway. I've seen the stars, been to hundreds of different planets. I've lived with aliens, but no one knows. Not even my parents. Hell, my parents are probably dead now. It's strange, I've never really missed human contact. I was always a bit of a loner anyway. But I'd like someone to talk to now. The overlords gave me books and records, you know. Forgot the record player, but that's okay. I made my own. They kept me comfortable. I finished up a while ago, but I can't get back to the ship. I'm tired. So tired. Maybe I'll just sit down here and wait for them to pick me up. The sky's clear now. The stars are all different from Earth, but they still shine. Lovely. I'll just close my eyes for a bit. Yeah, just for a moment.
To weld like that. Just like that. Got a sensor here. Hunter. And then put one of those there. Okay, so what I'm thinking is the blocks, these will always get welded into twos because this shape, the minimum sort of thing is always a two weld, isn't it? It's two seats, two blocks, two blocks, two blocks. So that's fine. They'll always get welded into twos. But what I need is those two on top of each other, which is where this second welding machine comes in. So we'll end up with a two there, and then we'll end up passing a two onto the top of that machine there. Will we though? I think we will, yeah. Then I've got a sensor. And what that sensor will do is say, oh, well, I've got 4 here, so I don't need any more. Push them off. Let's get that done. Now, does the welder interact with the sensor? No, it doesn't. Cool. Okay, so let's just have a run of that. So that's welded. Oh, what happened there? just have a quick look at that in slow-mo. See, that weld's there, which is no good for me. So, okay, that's alright. So what we'll do is we'll just move the welder here at the end, and then just do the usual thing. Actually, we will have a sensor here. I say the usual thing, there's nothing usual about this, is there? But we'll have a sensor over here. We don't want to detect the first block, we only want to detect the second block, don't we? So we'll put that sensor here. Okay. So now it will detect the second block. And actually, I could still have a piston here. I could have the piston down here now. That'll push that one off. Okay, let's try that. Okay, it's too soon. So all I have to do is put that piston here, because it's only one too soon. It wasn't too soon. Okay, let's get back on the go. One. Now, why has that happened there? Because it's detecting it with that, isn't it? And it falls. So I can't have that then. Fine. Spoil that for me, but I need a way of getting rid of that block. See, that's crazy. So does that need to go here now then? Is that what we're saying? Is this what it's come to? That I can cope with. What's that? Hey, let's have a look at that now then. Any wastage? Well, I don't want wastage really. Actually, that's not even a metric though, is it? Why is that? Is it just poor timing? I didn't see it. Right, that is just unlucky timing, isn't it? Because it dropped a little bit further back. It needs to drop sooner, if anything, though, doesn't it, really? What about this? What about this idea here? How's that? How's that? It's a little bit sooner. Still does it. But interestingly, it does push off 2 blocks, doesn't it, every time? It's a shame there's no way to, like, ignore the first block on the sensor and only pick up when there's 2 welder blocks together. And the only way to do that, really, is to have there is a way to do that, isn't there? Because I've already experimented with this in the past. The way to do that is to have the counting mechanism and the welding mechanism a bit separate. So let's just have a look at this. Okay. 2. So we get rid of those 2, move on to here. Right, I think this is it. So that will now count out 1, 2. It's that point there that I need to push off a block. Just try and get. This is a bit trial and error. I'm trying to get my head around. Okay. Welded. Right. So it is that. It's that point there. So let me just get rid of that block there and put in this block here and see what that does. Okay, all right, perfect. So I'll just add the sensor now. Horrible bloody, but it's alright. Just conjure it once again. Okay, so look. 1, 2, 3. Now why is it stopped? Oh yeah. Ah. 1, 3. Okay, alright. Oh, damn it. I say damn it because... Okay. This is going to be a little bit complicated, but let's have a look. 1, 2. Oh, it's missed it now. Why has it missed it? Okay, alright, now I know why. That's all he's doing. 1, 2 blocks on it. Okay, and not only that, here I'm going to have to put one of those blocks there and like sort of pull it, force it onto there. That's also going to have to be triggered by this sensor as well, isn't it? So when it detects that, push my second block on top of that. Oh damn it, I can't fit the welding thing on there. Doesn't matter, right now. that's it's all a bit risky. Does this have to be so low? Because if it doesn't have to be so low, I can fit the welding thing on there. I think it does though, doesn't it? Okay. Does it not push that off? Oh, the timing's wrong again. Okay, but the timing's wrong, so all I need to do is add a second to the timing, in which case I can just simply do that. It means getting rid of that, and it means get rid of that. Oh, I'm going to lose the plot in a second. Where was the sensor last time? I think? Let's just have a look at that timing again. We'll forget about that for a second. Okay. So that pushes that off. So what's required now is this, 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 that, and just the conduit actually. Okay. That will create 2 blocks. Okay, those have got to be welded now, so they will get welded. They've also then got to be pushed, haven't they? Which is, I can do that in a second because I can sort of force, right. I can probably detect these two with this detector here. There we go. And then piston there to do the pushing. Another bit of conduit. Where's that? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I've just rotated something unknowingly. Again. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so we've got those. Now we need to fix the chairs to the side of that and get these blocks over here out as well. So the chairs will come down here. That we're pushing along there, so are the chairs, which side of the chairs going on? Doesn't matter. this way, so let's just drop this down a little bit actually. I think possibly bring it like that and then just get it nearer basically. And then what, 1, 2 like that maybe, yeah. So these just go. Oh, it's too high, isn't it? Oh damn it. Make sure you're facing the right direction. Okay. I mean, that's sort of roughly it. Except I'm probably going to end up with like slabs, and then this will probably end up that way as well. Something like that. I mean, let's just have a look. Weld those two together. Oh, lovely. Okay. So, and then that's welded on top of there. So, we end up with like something like that, don't we? I mean, these haven't got far to go, but they do need welding together as blocks. So. Why has it done that? Okay. I could just. Yep. And then two Welters, ein Welter und ein Welter und eine Weihnachtsmange, sehr gut, und dann ein Schmuggelsmann, ja, das ist sehr gut. Und jetzt, we need welders here, and one there, that'll weld that to that, and then we need smelter welder here to weld this to this. Ja, sehr gut. And then let's have a look. What's happening there? Nice. Okay. And then all we need to do is push that off, don't we? So we'll just put a piston here. That'll do, pig. And then a, I don't know, a something here. And then that. Rotate that round. A bit of a lovely arch. How wide is that? It's too wide, isn't it? So probably end up, yeah, I think git. Oh, you git, eh? Oh, you git. You're a git. But I forgive you. No, not like that. Like this. Like that. Like this. Like that. Let's go. Let's go. So we've got our two there. Welded together nicely. Drop. Okay. Then we mustn't have einen Schmugen there. Und dann noch anderes Schmugen there. Und dann ein Wüsten. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I can't. Oh, bloody thing. Can't do that, can I? Because it's not actually on the floor. Right, that better be a good configuration. I'd be happy if it is. I'll be mortified if it isn't. Git. But it's not that much of a git. Okay, right, so just to recap then, I hope. Oh my god, I can't believe how quick I've knocked this up actually. Right, every block coming out of here is going to be welded into a 2-block. This mechanism will weld two blocks on top of each other and also trigger, when it's discovered two blocks, it will also trigger this to push a 2-block over this way, which will be made into stairs. The stairs get added, they come all the way over here and get added onto that thing, at which point the two blocks will be working out, and we'll call that a 4-block now. We'll get welded to that, and then this is a fairly simple mechanism. Let's have a look at let's have a look at that. Okay, so that's what pushed off that 2-block, was the detection of that 2-block down there. That pushed it off down the side there. Got made into chairs. That's now added there, that's there, that's there. It's pushed off there, all the way onto the end there, and then boom. Does seem to be working. Lovely. Let's see how my performance was. Where other people have failed and died. Have I survived? Oh. Three-second rule. Okay, so I've got my Floyd hat, I've got my it's quite funny that this little section here, it just adds a little bit to the game that would otherwise make it quite a dry puzzle game, but I'm happy with a dry puzzle game really. Okay, that's going to be insanely difficult, but anyway, that's the resource site done. So we've done Proving Grounds and Skydock 19, the resource site, so yeah, I think I'll save that for another episode. Pace myself with that. Take it easy. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's motivated you to have a go on this game, or if not, similar puzzle games. And I hope if you do have a go on this game, you come up with some interesting solutions and share them as well. Drop a comment or whatever just to let me know what you've come up with. Take it easy, and or if you've already played this, and I mean, don't drop me solutions at things I haven't done, but if you've already played this, then let me know how you've already solved things and whatever. Take it easy.